everybody, and welcome to another episode of Inside High School Sports. My name is Alex Brasky, here with the Oakfield, Alabama girls volleyball team. Head coach Corinne Coffta and Jessica Sosnowski off to a great start to this season. 6-0 start. You are coming off back-to-back losses, but I'm sure a rebound is coming very, very soon. Coach, what's been the key to your girls' success so far this season?
I would say the biggest key is when they really work together on the court and communicate well. That has led to the first 6 wins that we had. And you could just see the excitement, the energy, the tough practices that they put in. So it's all paying off. So I would say definitely the teamwork and just really praising each other and holding each other to that higher standard and just really pushing through, because some of those matches went to 5 sets, and that's a good pairing against a good team, and both teams are looking to pull it off in that 5th set, and we were able to do that, so I'm very proud of them.
Yeah, Jessica, as Coach mentioned, your first 2 games of the season, Alba and Notre Dame, they come down to 5 sets. You are able to pull out the win in both games. Do you think that those 2 games are what kind of set you on fire for the next 4? And if so, can you dive into those games and what was working well for you girls? What was a difference maker down the stretch in that 5th and final set?
Yeah, those 2 games definitely played a factor into us winning our other games following. Our mindsets really just had to be set on, we needed to work together. We needed to be all leaders, not just me and the other captain on our team. We all needed to step up and play our positions the best we could. And if we made a mistake, we just had to move past it. And then for the other games, yeah, we just really had to keep up that mindset. They didn't go to 5 sets because I feel like we worked harder and pushed past our difficulties that made us get to those 5 sets in the other games. But it really just comes down to the other team you're playing and the mindsets that you have as a team, and obviously the teamwork you have together. So.
Are you ready to embark on an exciting journey towards a successful future? At Genesee Community College, we believe in the power of exploration. Our innovative programs and experienced faculty inspire you to discover your passions. With cutting-edge facilities and real-world experiences, we prepare you for a thriving career. Genesee your path to success with our wide range of affordable career-focused programs. Join our vibrant community and unlock endless possibilities. Genesee Community College. Your future starts here.
Do you need a new place to purchase team apparel? Make your new team store Special Tees. From apparel and uniforms, merchandise, signs, and banners, they do it all. They're a local business in Geneseo, which has been providing quality custom apparel and promotional products since 1990. Call Special Tees at 585-243-1314 or email them at orders@specialtees1.com.
Now, Jessica, you're the setup girl for this team, and you're setting up a lot of your teammates at the net. Who have been some of your, obviously you have, but some of the other top contributors for your team this season? I believe you're averaging over 20 assists per game, so obviously there's a lot of contributors coming in and finishing those points. Who have been some of your top contributors? What have you seen from your teammates this season?
Yeah, it definitely starts with a good serve receive or a dig. So I would say Callie Paramer is doing really great on that. One of the games she had 40 digs, which is incredible. That's amazing. And then I would say for our hitters, Allie Williams, which is our middle blocker, she's doing great this year. She's putting the ball in great spots, tipping it, hitting it, deep and short, both amazing things. She's doing great on blocking as well, which is really helping us get past the strong hitters. Also on our outside, we have Kara Williams. She's doing great. She's smashing them down into the middle of the court, the corners, the line. She's everywhere with them, so they're doing great.
Coach, how about Jessica? How important is she to your team? That's an unselfish position, being the setup woman on a volleyball team. You don't necessarily get all the accolades or the big exclamation when you get the spike over the net, but certainly a critical part to any successful team. How important has she been to your team's success this year?
I would say super important. And the fact that she's a senior makes me want to cry on the spot because I'm going to miss her. I've had a lot of work with Jess. We've been together for many years when I was doing JV before I moved up to varsity. And I think everyone relies on her to, no matter where that pass goes, that she's going to get her hands on it. She's going to put it up somewhere and make something out of it. And she's been really good with helping me. One of our goals that we kind of talked about is really trying to get a hit or an attack on every third pass or third attempt, and really training some of the other girls to step in when she can't get that second one, and really working with them on spots, where to put it, how are we going to get that attack, whether it's front row or back row. And putting in her stats, I mean, she's putting up some digs, she's getting some blocks and some attacks herself. So, you know, when she has to play back row and have that mindset and then very quickly switch into that setting mode, it's amazing. Like it makes my job easy when I have a player like that.
And Jessica, how big of a difference has Coach made this season? She mentioned your long-standing relationship going back to the JV level. How big of a difference does she make, not only on game days, but during the practice week?
Yeah, it starts off with our relationship with our coaches. And honestly, since I've grew up with her, it just really helps a lot. Our chemistry gets stronger together. And I think this year, honestly, she's put a higher standard on us, which is a really good thing. She's been pushing us in all of her practices. And even in the beginning of the year when we did open gyms, she was really working us hard and giving us the mindset that we can make mistakes in practice, but in the game is when it counts. So using our lessons and what we learned by our mistakes during practice in the game and fixing them, it really just helped us get those strong 6 wins in the beginning of the year. So I would say that.
We're really focusing as a team
Yeah.
on mindset, like that mental part of the game. That's a tough one. So not only individually, but as a whole 6, on the court. So we do a lot of talking about that. And I also try to share, when I played, how having that experience and just maybe the mistakes I made and just hoping that they can learn from that. So it's nice to have a good group of girls that are willing to listen not only to each other, but have that relationship with their coach. So
Right.
I appreciate it. It's fun.
And you mentioned learning from mistakes. You're coming off back-to-back losses, a 3-0 loss to Pembroke. What do you think your girls learn through those games? You start out red hot, you're riding high. At some point during the season, most teams are going to suffer losses, and you're going to have to be able to bounce back. What do you think they learned from that? And where is their ability to bounce back from 2 consecutive losses like that?
You definitely learn where some of your weaknesses are, where your focus should be, and your practices when you can fit them in. Sometimes when you have back-to-back games or you're 4 games in a week. So really taking the time to think about how are we going to cover these areas and how do we increase our communication and trust of each other. And it's tough sometimes when you just try to make those less errors. Rally it's quick. So it's just really trying to get everyone in that mindset of staying positive, brushing it off in the moment, and really thinking. I try to get them to almost kind of mentally coach themselves. Like, what do you need to do to tweak what just happened? Like, do you understand where the mistake come from, and how can you fix that quickly on the court and get right back into it in a positive mindset?
Jessica, obviously the Genesee Region League in terms of volleyball has produced so many good teams over the years, and it continues to this year. The competitive level is just incredible year in and year out. And while that may make for some tough nights, a 3-0 loss, but how much excitement do you get from going into that environment night in and night out in the Genesee Region League, knowing that you have to bring your best pretty much every night to have a chance to win?
Are you ready to embark on an exciting journey towards a successful future? At Genesee Community College, we believe in the power of exploration. Our innovative programs and experienced faculty inspire you to discover your passions. With cutting-edge facilities and real-world experiences, we prepare you for a thriving career. Genesee, your path to success with our wide range of affordable career-focused programs. Join our vibrant community and unlock endless possibilities. Genesee Community College. Your future starts here.
Do you need a new place to purchase team apparel? Make your new team store Special Tees. From apparel and uniforms, merchandise, signs, and banners, they do it all. They're a local business in Geneseo, which has been providing quality custom apparel and promotional products since 1990. Call Special Tees at 585-243-1314 or email them at orders@specialtees1.com.
Oh yeah, this league is definitely really competitive, especially our first 2 games against Alba and Notre Dame. They've been definitely one of our rivals since a long time ago. And it's just, we really just have to have the mindset to go for it. We have to get the adrenaline going. It starts in the locker room, on the bus ride there. It just really starts with us bonding as a team, getting our minds in the right place. And honestly, it's just so exciting to play against competitive teams because then it's just back and forth and we're all having fun. And me personally, I know a bunch of kids from the other teams. Some of my teammates, we know each other, and it's just so much more fun to play against kids that you know compared to other schools. So it's just a great environment in the Genesee League.
Coach, before I let you get back to practice here, what are the expectations for this group this year? What did you set out at the beginning of the season, and had they adjusted at all as your first 8 games have gone past?
Well, number one goal, you always want to win, right? Everyone wants a win. So we were definitely, like you said, flying high on those 6 wins in a row. But coming off 2 losses and, the last one last night at Attica, that was close. It was another 5 set, and it came down to that 5th set, within 2-3 points, and the lead changes, and then you're tied. So it's just really honing in and really focusing and reflecting on maybe what we need to improve on and pushing forward. Like, hopefully we can keep that to 2 and make the rest all wins. Like, that's our goal. But I want them to be proud of themselves, and I want them, like she said, I tell them all the time, I said, even when you're not doing well, you should still be having fun. I mean, it's volleyball. It's a great sport, and this is why we play it. So I just really want them to enjoy and to push themselves individually as a team. And I'm hoping that, we can have a winning streak to the end of the season. That's my goal.
All right, Jessica, can you leave us with this? What's some advice to future volleyball players, just future high school athletes, from someone who's been around and gone through the process? What's critical to focus on in order to reach your highest potential?
I would say the most important is to have fun with it. If you don't have fun with it, then you're not going to be in the right mindset with your teammates or anything. But I would also say working hard is the best thing you can do for yourself, learning from your lessons, and celebrating the joys as well. I feel like people don't celebrate their joys or their positives in the game as much as they should. They're always just focusing on the negatives and what they need to work on. But I feel like it should be a happy medium. You should be focusing on what you need to learn from and still celebrating what you did great. So I would say those are major things.
All right. Thank you for joining me, Coach and Jessica. Get back to practice and good luck down the course of the season.
Great. Thank you.